Thank you.
All the same?
Yes, there should be 10 of them.
Fly by sparkles?
No thanks.
56.
Thank you.
It feels like freeze item.
It what?
It feels like freeze item.
It does. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Good morning, guys. We're a little bit overcast this morning here in the warehouse. It's currently 11 degrees, but it is a little bit windy. It's going to get to a top of 15 degrees, which is, when you convert it, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Just dropping my lunch into the fridge. I've made Tom a slow cooker yesterday, but I'm not real happy with the consistency of this. It's like a chili con carne, a gluten-free chili con carne. It's got some macaroni and stuff in it, but it kind of turned really thick. It's got some kidney beans, and I'm worried it's a bit thick like a paste. And I didn't have much at home today, so I was scrapping around. I've got a little bit of salad, a tin of pink salmon, and some hummus. Hi, Yippee! Are you coming to say hello? Oh, you can smell the food. You probably don't want my salad, but you might like Tom's. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Come on. Out you go. Come on, Yippee. Out you go. Okay, before I even start, let's just get a couple of these out and about. I don't know why they make them so hard to open. Like, you can't find the ends of them. Oh, there it is. It's not like the sticky tape where they put a little bit on the end. Right, let's see, let's open up a couple of these. This is why you got to have them ready to go, because they are a real pain to find the ends on. And when you're busy and you run out of this stuff, if you don't have spare ones ready to go, it's Oh, come on. Right. So one down here, one spare. And then I need one over at the photo station for later. So I may as well do that. Oh, this one looks like it might be a bit easier. Yes. Okay. I'll put one over at the photo station. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I just picked this book. It sold for $22. It's called Arthritis Interrupted. And because I feel like I've got some arthritis going on in my body, and that's what I'm trying to conquer with the inflammation and stuff. I'm just having a scan through it. It says the most important nutrient for health and healing is vitamin D. Unique from other vitamins, D affects the entire body. Receptors that respond to it occur in every human cell, from your brain to your bones. Although classified as a vitamin, it acts more like a hormone in the body. Scientists are only just beginning to understand how important vitamin D is for optimal health and a healing of a wide range of conditions. So I do take vitamin D tablets, but I have to admit, I sometimes forget to take them. So I'm not in the routine of always remembering them. Like, I've got the big tub of them, but I don't always remember to take them. So that's interesting, because probably for the last couple of weeks, I've been so focused on my diet, but I haven't been taking the vitamins. Yogurt keeps inflammation levels low. Yogurt makes losing weight easier too. A Brazil nut a day keeps the pain at bay. I've got Brazil nuts at home. I've been eating walnuts. Brazil nuts are outstanding for arthritis. They're the richest sources of selenium, a mineral that blocks pain and nourishes joint cartilage. Sounds a bit nutty, but nibbling a Brazil nut or two every day is good for your arthritis. Right, that's it. I'm onto the Brazil nuts every single day. Oh, top 10 selenium foods are Brazil nuts and walnuts. I've been having the walnuts. I'll just add a Brazil nut in every single day. Popeye's spinach is a true healing food for arthritis. Righto, I should have... What a bummer. I would have liked this book, I think. Okay. That's enough talking about arthritis and all the old people problems. Let's pick. N12, Malaysian cookery. Malaysian cookery. It's a little cookbook. E12, the Instant Tarot Reader. That's only a new listing. P7, Sweet Caress. Sweet, sweet caress. Here it is. JJ2. Now, this used to be JJ2. We don't have double numbers anymore. The Complete Book of Party Food. May 24, that one was listed. Ooh, this is a good sale. F4. Now, F4 shouldn't have any bundles on it, so I don't know why this one says F4. It's not on F5. I knew that. As soon as I saw F4, I was like, F4 is not a bundle shelf. So where is this bundle? Have a look down here. This is the old F shelf. Could it be down here? Oh, F3. Is this it? I think this might be it. 961? Yes, 961. We got a bunch of vintage Women's Weekly little cookbooks here. These are really vintage from the 70s. Now, these ones have sold for $52.50. There's 5 of them in the bundle. So I do think that one went out on an offer. I can't remember how much the offer was, maybe 10 or 20%. $52.50, and those have been listed since July 2024. But I've got some more of these, another that I can make a bundle up with at some stage. I'm not sure where they all are amongst the the piles in my death pile room, but I definitely know I've got more of these books. Digger Smith and Australia's War. I can't see this one, so I'm just going to look at the spine because I'm sure it's here. It's just not jumping out at me. Gold. Oop. Trusty water alarm is going off. Oh, here it is down the bottom. Now, this was a really, really good sale, R8. Now, there's a few of them. Are they all on R8? We got R8, R9, R8. So let's have a look. R841. And R8517 right underneath it. Perfect. And then R9, I think there was one, 800. And what was the other one? G51213. We don't have much down here on G5. So that's a good shelf to probably reskew soon. Okay, I'll show you this lot when I pack it. This is a really great sale. Southeast Asian food. Oh, so blind sometimes. It's like staring right in the face. Big, you know. Look how it's there. Big Southeast Asian food, and I still can't see it. Okay, this has been a very sought after Bible. I have had, ever since I've listed this, I've been getting offer after offer. Somebody wanted it internationally in America, and then I can't ship to America anymore because Australia Post has ceased all shipping to the US, so can't ship anything there. So I've had to turn all the postage to US off. But yeah, this one's been going back and forth. I'll show you the Bible when we get there, but it's finally I got the money. See, too, I'm on the same shelf. Woo! The Decisive Campaigns of something. There it is. This ladder is a bit in the way. More Mills and Boon. This shelf was full the other day with brand new Mills and Boon listings. And look at this. I'm just going to rearrange it while I'm here because these are long packs. So yeah, I've obviously sold 2 or 3 from there and a couple from there because it was full. $39.99 these ones went out for. H6. I think I said H6, but it's actually H4. Funny, I don't remember listing this one, but it says June 2025. Lots of sea shelves today. Colour schemes of old Australian houses. This ladder. This is a big heavy book that's right on the bottom. Because it's a big heavy book, it's on the bottom, but it's going to be hard for me to pull out, so I'm going to move these ones. I wonder why that book down there hasn't sold. It's normally a good seller for me. I'll have to look that one up later because I feel like maybe it must be overpriced because normally I sell that book pretty easily. So I might check that a bit later on. Sometimes the market changes, a book that used to sell for a certain amount of money, all of a sudden becomes a little bit more saturated in the market. And then when books become saturated, people drop the price, and then it becomes to a race to the bottom of whoever's got the lowest price. So yeah, I'll have to do a bit of research on that book because it's just one sitting here. It's a cookbook, but it's one that I know that I sell normally pretty easily. And that shelf has been, I don't think that none of those books have been listed quite recently. I don't think so. I need to check that one. Rightio, we've got some old AA, and this is my old AA shelf. I don't know why. Oh my goodness, this ladder, I swear, every single book lately, it's been annoying. I haven't got much on the top shelf to actually need the ladder to pick from, but AA5, 35. Oh, here we are. Ooh. One more. P7. J. Oops. It was in the same aisle. Okay. P70. P70. What am I even talking about? Antony and Cleopatra. I got some good orders going out in the post today. I need to have a quick look at what my sales were yesterday. Okay, I got to go quick because the post lady will be here soon. We've got a new one for a couple of weeks while the regular girl's away, and she's coming a bit faster, and I've been pushing it lately and not getting there on time. Okay, so I just had a look yesterday. I've got 29 orders here to pack. Let me just put some lip gloss. 29 orders here, I think it was, to pack. But some of those orders are actually multi-orders, so that was good. And yesterday my sales were $889. So some good sales in here to get up to that sales dollar, so that's great. This one, for example, is going out the door at $55. It's 2 science biology textbooks for years 10, I think it was. Oh, year 12. Okay. Where are we? So that's that. So let's see if I can go fairly quickly. Okay, this one, put a little thank you card in with this one. This one's going out for $27. It's the Grace Brothers Family Cookbook. So I'll just talk about this book. When I was a kid, we used to have Grace Brothers. It's now called Maya. You probably don't have that if you live in America or Germany or UK or where all my followers are from, but in Australia it's now called Maya. But back when I was a kid, it was called Grace Brothers. And I've got really fond memories of going there as a kid with my mum and my auntie and my granny, and we would go in there every Friday night, and they used to have a little cafe in there, and we would eat in the cafe and get dinner there, and I've just got really fond memories. But that person actually sent me a message. They ordered it and then said, oh, I'll pay for this tomorrow it's my birthday and I'm getting some birthday money. So I've just popped in a little card that says happy birthday and happy cooking from the Grace Brothers cookbook, because I sure have fond memories of Grace Brothers, more than Maya. Now it just feels like a department store, whereas back in the day, it felt different. Okay, there's that Arthritis Interrupted book. That was interesting. I wish that I'd actually known that I had that book. I don't remember listing it, but I found some of that. I'm really studying all that stuff at the moment. So yeah, the Malaysian cookbook. Pretty sure that one only sold for about $19.99. Yep, $19.99. Okay, I'm going quick here today, guys. We've got the Instant Tarot Reader. It's only a new listing. Got that book for free, but only sold for like $19.80. So not a big hitter, but out the door fast. Okay, Sweet Caress. This one is by William Boyd. Just looks like a fiction novel. Probably sold for $19.99 at the door. That one has been listed since May, so not very long for a little fiction book. Complete book of party food and appetizers. That one is going out the door for $21.59. Okay, we're a bit everywhere with the labels. Okay, now this was that bundle of vintage cookbooks that I've already showed you. And what did that one sell for again? $52.50. Nice. Digger Smith. This one only sold for $19.80. It's a book about Australia's Great War, ordinary names but extraordinary stories. Digger Smith by Pete Stanley. Okay, what are we going? Oh, this was my really good sale. So these ones have all been listed since January 2024, which is a long time, and they were listed for $75 a bundle. And the guy who's bought them, whose name is Russell, I think. Let me check. Russell, yep. Russell sent me an offer last night on all 4 of these bundles. Oh, these old SKU numbers sometimes get wrapped up in the plastic and they're hard. The new ones are so much better. Anyway, I didn't even show you what they were. They're magazines that are called The Spectator, and there's 4 bundles of them. So they're kind of like humorous, I guess, political magazines, but they've been in there since 2024, February, and listed for $75 each. And he sent me an offer last night for $50 for each of the 4 bundles. So that's a $200 order that's going out there. I'm going to double wrap that. Yeah, so $200 for those. What a fantastic order. I was so excited when that offer came through for $50. And then when I saw there was 4 offers, I was like, woo, win-win. Okay, what do we got here? The sun's about to pound in on me. Southeast Asian cooked food sold for $19.99. Why is it that the sun always comes into this spot when I want to pack? Okay, we've got the Giant Compact Bible. Now, this is a Bible that I've just been going back and forth with for people. I had it listed for $75. It is new in the box. As you can see, it's got gold leaf pages. There's no writing or anything in it. had it listed for $75, and I kept getting some lowball offers like $30, and I was like, nah. And then the person who was overseas in America wanted it, but I couldn't ship internationally. And then I've been going back and forth with offers ever since I listed it. People keep sending me offers, and I recomped it because I was getting so many offers on it. They were a little bit lower, and I recomped it, and the other ones were all selling for over $80, and I had mine up for $75, and in the end I took an offer for $65. So it's gone now. I don't have to deal with any more lowball offers. I'm happy with $65. Okay, robot tactile sensing. Robot tactile sensing. I don't remember listing that. And that one is sold for $26.95. I hope this sunlight is all right. This is another book bundle that's only a new listing. I've been going back and forth with offers that have been a little bit low. The chef is called Marion. She was on Australia's Master Chef. 2 books in here. Now, this one is called Marion's Recipes and Stories from a Hungry Cook, and this one is Just as Delicious. Now, those books, the first one here, this pink one, that used to sell for $50 for me over and over. It now only gets $20, including postage. I used to get $50 for that book every time. I used to be so excited when I found it. It was an easy $50. $20 now. But her other cookbooks that are more recent, those ones are selling for more money. So these 2 books I ended up selling for $65 for the 2 of them together. Okay, oh, this is a great sale. This one sold for $99. It's called Diseases of Livestock, and it's the 8th revised edition. As you can see, it is a big, heavy book. $99. It's been listed since March, so not too long to wait for an expensive book sale. I need another tub. I'm going quick. Oh, this sun, sorry guys. We got more Mills and Boon here going out for $32.99. Science in the Kitchen and the Art of Eating Well. This one sold for $55. Another fantastic sale. Okay. This one's going out to the same buyer. This Mills and Boon sold for $35.99. This smaller bundle sold for $30.99. Same buyer. So what's that, about $66 from this buyer, this sale? Okay, this one is sold for $31. It's called Fern Vero, a year of recipes from a farm and its kitchen. I bought that one the other day for $4. So when I only just listed it in August, I remember buying it, and yeah, I paid about $4, $3 or $4 for that one. Deliciously healthy. That one probably sold for $19.99. It's just a basic, yep, $19.99 exactly. Well, this is the Essential Asian Cookbook. That one sold for $27.99. Nearly there. Oh, this is a great sale. Okay, Basic Aeronautical Knowledge, BAK, whatever short for Basic Aero. This is an aviation theory book. $9 This one sold for $51.95. So that's a great sale. So this is a little bundle of vintage sci-fi books. They're all by the same author, A.E. Van Gogh. And these books have sold for $49.99. These plastic bags are no good. They make it really hard to get into the bags. Anthony and Cleopatra here, Colleen McCullough, Colleen, anyway. Historical novel, obviously. That one has sold for $19.99. Right, let's get this post up quick. I'm off. Yes.
Get out of the way, Step. Can you do us a favour and get out of the way?
Can I get out of the way? It's quite warm today. I'm surprised you need the beanie.
Well, it's like 7/4 knot on my head. High five. Oh. All right. Where's the rest of it now?
That's it.
All right. You've been sleeping, eh?
Yeah, I did a $900 day yesterday, nearly $890.
Better than us.
That's pretty good.
That's excellent. Thanks, Dave.
This is your friendly reminder. Water. Okay, I got a good question here from somebody called Drew. It says, how many hours a day do you list? I try and get 15 to 20 up, but with sourcing for 6 to 8 hours a day every single day, it is a long shift. Tips or tricks? Oh my. My advice to you is look to find a solution to that. You need to shorten the amount of time that is taking you to source every single day. You need to find some suppliers. You need to find some relationships. That is a grind. Your day is going to be at least 12 hours a day. I would say even up to 15 hours a day. And what's going to happen is you're going to burn out. That's not really going to be sustainable. I mean, you can grind. I can do it as well. I can put in long, long days for a certain period of time when I have to, but it's not sustainable. I crash and burn every single time after doing it for too long. For me, for listing, I can list about one every minute. So for an hour, I'll probably get 50 to 60 listings up because I'm listing at least, one a minute. Occasionally, there's a book that will take me a little bit more time. I spend a little bit more time on the titles. Some of the bundles take me a little bit longer to make sure I've got a good title. Some of the books that are a little bit more rare or high priced or vintage, I might have to do a little bit more pricing on those, but I move through those listings fast. I'm not wasting any time. I'm not overthinking. I'm just doing the listing as quickly as I possibly can. So for me, it's like an hour at the end of the day. I will try and get some listings done if I've got my photographs ready. I obviously would prefer to list every single day, but I'm not going to say I do. I don't list every single day because I'm kind of doing YouTube and I'm doing eBay, and a couple times a week I run some Zoom calls for tech and sports. So I'm doing multiple things. Plus I've got a couple of hours of travel every single day with commuting to and from work. I've got children. I've got to navigate that. I've got to run around here, there and everywhere. I don't know if I've got any tips or tricks to you. I think my biggest tip would find some suppliers. Like, you can't be sourcing for 8 hours a day plus doing all the other work plus having a life and not getting to that point of burnout. So I would be looking for some wholesale suppliers, trying to make some business contacts, trying to get some inventory to come to you. It doesn't have to be all of it, but I think it would be really good to be able to cut down that sourcing time for you. I've got a friend, one of the biggest clothing sellers in Australia. He lists about 80 items a day and he's sourcing about 15 hours a week for that, for 80 items a day. So that's nearly 500. Is that right? 7 8 is 48. Nearly 500 items he's listing every single week, 14 hours of sourcing a week. There's no way he'd be able to list 80 a day if he was trying to do 8 hours of actual sourcing. So yeah, I think the sourcing is your bottleneck, and like the listing won't feel so bad when you've got the sourcing more streamlined. So yeah, I feel sorry for you, Drew. I can't think of anything worse. And people sometimes say to me, why do you want all this inventory coming to you? You've got all these piles of books that you need to bundle. I would prefer that than going out sourcing every single day, because sourcing is not my favorite part. YouTube is my favorite part, but sourcing is not my favorite part of eBay. So it's much more fun now for me when I only have to go out there and I'm not doing it because I have to. It's gone back to that hobby feeling of feeling like fun to source. But going out sourcing every single day to the same shops over and over, just rotating through the week, that's a grind to me. That's a grind to me. So yeah, I'm sourcing. My tip for you is figure out a solution to your sorting, and I don't know what that is because I don't know where you are, what you're selling, or any of the other details, but that's your bottleneck. I'm seeing a few here saying, have I thought to make the little office room into my photography area? And I did see another comment earlier this morning where someone asked if I'd thought about putting my packing station and the photography station into that little office. And I have thought about those things, obviously, but that room makes me feel a little bit claustrophobic. Like, it's got low ceilings and it's not overly big. I just think I'd be too claustrophobic in that room. I don't think it's not that big. So I think I would be better to fill that room up with shelves and utilize it as shelf space rather than moving the photo station and the packing station and freeing up that for shelf space. I think I'd be better to have the shelf space in there where I only have to go in quickly to pick some items and that's done. So I'm going to take some photos of some books now. I've only got about another hour into the warehouse today because I've got to pick my daughter up early. She's got to work today at McDonald's, so I've got to start her there early. Plus I've got a few other things to do down the shops. If you don't know, I'm just writing the shelf number that I'm going to put the next lot of bundles on. So it's down there. It's one of the shelves I just emptied this morning by consolidating. It's shelf Q3. That book could go here. And I need to put these here because I ran out of room. Let me just give this a clean. I've got my trusty baby wipes, which is what I clean these core flute boards with. I do like the baby wipes. They are very easy. Then I just wipe it over with a dry cloth. If I wasn't straight away going to do the photos, I would just leave it to dry. But I want to photograph quickly. Now, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, this is the same book. I better check these. These are the ones I pulled out yesterday or the day before or whenever it was. What are these? Paranormal Romance. So I better just check we don't have any more that are the same. Because all these guys with their shirts off look the same. They look like Fabio, don't they? Okay, now which one is the sexiest cover? books. You got to think about these things, guys. Which one is the sexiest cover to make your display? Is it this guy with his face? Or this guy with his six-pack? Or is it this guy with the girl throwing herself at him? I think I like this one because you can see his sexy abs and you can also see his long hair, which I think a lot of people like in these types of books. These sexy guys. Okay. Paranormal romance. Now, it doesn't really matter how you display these books. I mix it up between different ones depending on the size of the bundle. As long as you get a nice cover photo, pretty yellow and stained on the spines and the pages, but okay. See how I'm just moving the ring light back with my right arm as I photograph? That's because sometimes the ring light on covers that are shiny will leave a reflection, and it's not that hard. You just move the ring light a little bit, or you have to move the items around on the board a little bit sometimes to get rid of it. It's one of my pet hates though, when I'm looking at other people's listings and the front cover photo, all you see is this big ring light and takes over half the book. I find it really distracting, and I don't know why. Like, that's an issue for sellers. Obviously, sometimes it's like, even with that, there might be the tiniest bit in the corner, but it's such an improvement from moving the ring light than just leaving it sitting there. Otherwise, the ring light would be all over the magazines rather than maybe just a tiny bit in the end corner. I don't think I've sold Better Homes and Gardens magazines before. These ones were on Facebook, and they came up one day and somebody just said, free magazines out the front of my house, come get them. And I didn't know what type of magazines they were, and it was only a couple minutes up from the warehouse. So I jumped in the car and went down there. Wasn't sure if they'd still be there. And she had 2 big boxes of these magazines. So I grabbed them. They did come for free, so it'll be interesting to see. But I'll be glad to clear them here off these tables because they're blocking my tables to put my picked items on, which is annoying. The good thing about listings like this is they're all very similar. The title, like the listing, pretty much stays exactly the same. That pumpkin soup on the front of that cover looks really good. That looks really good as well. No bake chocolate biscuit slice. Yum. I've got a whole lot of magazines at my house, but they're kind of buried with children's books sitting on top of them. So I don't actually know what type of magazines they are, but I do know that there's quite a lot of them at the house. I don't love dealing with magazines. They're heavy. They're just heavy, really, to deal with. So, but some of them are quite profitable. But I don't have the energy and time to try and comp them or list them individually. I only sell them as bundles. I know some people do sell them individually and they can do really quite well with some magazines. Some are worth more than others. There'll be episodes within these that will be worth more than like other ones. But yeah, I don't love magazines enough to specialize them in that way. Okay, my phone has only got 10% battery, so I'm not going to get many more photos in on this camera. I can take more photos on that camera if I'm not filming, but I can't take any more on this one. These magazines, just looking at the covers of them, they kind of make me want to read them. What's the... Oh, yum. What's this? Dark chocolate, cherry, and pistachio fudge. Holy moly. Cooking oil spray, dark chocolate melt, sweetened condensed milk, icing sugar, glazed cherries, cranberries, pistachios. Oh my goodness. That sounds delicious. I'm pretty proud of myself for all the water I've been drinking. That might sound silly, but water has been a bit of an issue for me. Just forget to drink it. And I've always just had so much, not so much, but I either drink coffee normally or I drink Coke and just don't drink enough water. And lately I've been drinking lots of water, lots of tea, less coffee, more tea. So I'm just waiting for Tom. We're going to go have our lunch and then go grab a quick cup of coffee. I was just closing up my computer in there, and on my top of my YouTube screen, it said, "Congratulations, 6 years on YouTube." And I thought, wow, 6 years I've been making these videos for everyone. That's a long time, 6 years of my life. Yeah, wow, it kind of hit me when I saw that. I wasn't expecting that today, and yeah, I think I'm going to go home and be a little bit reflective of the last 6 years of YouTube and everything that it's done for me and all the people that I've met. And yeah, I feel like that's a little bit of a milestone. So I don't know, I wouldn't mind celebrating that somehow, but I don't know how. But yeah, I've got a lot of thoughts on the last 6 years of YouTube. Maybe one day I'll make a video about YouTube and what it's been like and what I've learnt and what I'd recommend and what I wouldn't recommend, and maybe one day. Righto guys, I'm going to message Tom and tell him to hurry up, and I'll see you in the next vlog.